Hey guys, it's Brick. So, if you know from yesterday, the Vegeta was horrendous. And so to make up for it, I'm going to do a figure review. But it's not going to just be a regular figure review. Because the company that I got this figure from could be considered the start of my channel. Because I started and made my first video on here with a figure from this company. But enough of that. Today, we have the Beast Deities Jade Rabbit BO13-NA, also known as the Broly movie version of Vegeta. Anyways, so for the front, it looks kind of AI-ish, but I don't mind because it looks pretty flippin' cool. And then move down, China Jade Rabbit BO13-NA. Concept design, not final product. And then over here, the Beast Deities logo, Jade Rabbit in spacesuit. On this side, it's Beast Deities logo, BO13-NA, and China. Same on this side. Bottom, there's no bottom, and there's no top. But then on the back, we have some character lore. Honestly, probably one of my favorite parts about this figure. It's just the fact that there's, actual lore to the back of the suit, even when it's not Vegeta. I'm gonna go ahead and read it to y'all, like a little bedtime story. Jade Rabbit in spacesuit. The Moon Rabbit, also known as the Jade Rabbit, is a mythical creature in Chinese folklore that resides on the moon, accompanying Chang'e. I think that's how you pronounce it. Please don't blame me if I chop that up. The Moon Goddess. According to legend, after Chang'e ascended to the Moon Knight joined her and her Guanhuan palace, I think that's how you pronounce it, using a jade pestle to prepare elixirs of immortality. The Moon Rabbit symbolizes good fortune, longevity, and purity. It is an important emblem of mid-autumn festival cultures. Like, Beast Deities. If you weren't making Dragon Ball figures, you could make these figures and I'd still buy them. Because that lore is that's amazing. I love that lore. Taken straight from Chinese folklore. Then down here, we have the Beast Deities logo again. We have the China symbol thingy. And then just the warnings. And then we take off the sleeve and we see, boom, the base of the figure. How the box is, it's kind of like a toolbox in a way. Place it down, snap it open, boom, and the figure just gonna take it from the sides, just comes right out. Then, of course, more protective plastic to make sure the figure's not messed up. Go ahead, set that right there, and then we're gonna tape her out of the box. So his head is usually like decently snug on there. But one common problem that I've been having with this figure is the fact that the neck peg will be stuck in the head sculpts. And it's a pain in the butt to take out. So I'm going to just... No, forget it. We're going to set this little box to the side. Let's just get this beautiful, beautiful sculpt of this figure. It's amazing. I know that the bodies were based off of the figure eyes on like the most recent versions of the Vegetas, which is actually a really good choice since it's pretty seamless, because that's actually Figure Eyes' like main goal is to make their figure seamless. So making it based off of that is just great. And then the paint job, yeah, there's a few splotches here and there, but it's like very, very difficult to see. And like you can see like the wrinkles of the suit to make it look like it's not fully skin tight, but it's almost skin tight. And it's beautiful. Chef's kiss. Amazing. And it's beautiful. Honestly, I was blown out of the water when I first opened this up, and I still am shocked on how well the body is. Because it's like, I went from Super Saiyan 5 Evil Goku to a Vegeta, and yet there's just so much difference. And it's amazing. Now let's look at the second box, which is the quote-unquote pen holder. You see ZZ as pen holder. Use the same picture on all of them. That's like a red, like long red hair. Z13 is the version. Literally just says Z13 on all sides except for the back. On the back, I did not realize that. I'm going to go ahead and read it. Warning, this design is intended for pen placement only, and is strictly for adult use. That's a lie. Do not allow minors to play with it, and do not use it for any other purposes. The user shall bear all responsibilities for any safety issues or copyright infringement arising from using this product for purposes other than as a pen holder. The studio assumes no liability. I mean, you do what you gotta do to escape copyright, I guess. But, like, how that's worded is kind of dumb. And then we have the 3 beautiful head sculpts. Have I really taken 6 minutes on just the boxes? Wow, I'm shocked. But I gotta make this review as beautiful as possible. So, here are the 3 head sculpts. You got a Super Saiyan God head sculpt, you got a Super Saiyan Blue, and a Super Saiyan Blue Windswept. These 2 right here are sort of based off the other Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue head sculpts that came with a different Vegeta figure that Deities made. But these are matte instead of translucent. And honestly, I'm glad they went for matte for at least the Super Saiyan Blue, because how they did the translucent and made it look like Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. And that didn't sit right for me. And now, finally, to get the last thing out of the box, we have the faces. So, D13, face, motion thingies, literally nothing on the sides except for the back. Choking hazard. Opponents put a choking hazard. Product is for bookmarking. The user shall bear all responsive. Okay. So the same thing I've been seeing from like this box and the other box is that according to that's where it is. But according to this, it's your responsibility for the copyright things, which is kind of scummy to say, but I understand what they're trying to go for. Anyways, let's get this out of the box. And here are the 8 faces that he comes with. I'm going to try to put them all on the head sculpts, but I'll explain why that might be a problem later in the video. So as you can see, there is smiling face right here, neutral face, gritting teeth face sticking towards the side, and a screaming face. I never really liked these design of the screaming faces because I get that they're supposed to be based off like the figurized screaming faces, but they just don't look that good. I like the new ones that they're doing. I'm gonna definitely try picking up a Mythos anime sometime. And then there's smiling, looking towards like the side. Then there's a neutral face, a sort of shocked, surprised face. Then like a prideful face, which I think would probably match with the thumbs up hands that he comes with as well. Alright. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and put on one of the head sculpts, which I shall do now. Let's just use the Super Saiyan God one. Actually, no, I'm going to use the Super Saiyan Blue Windswept, since that one is actually my favorite one. So I can, like, you know what? I'm going to just cut to this thing being open. And with the power of pausing the video, we now have the things open. So let's go ahead. We're going to take this Windswept head sculpt, take off the front bang. If I could figure out where the seam line is. Oh, right there. Let's just give this is neutral face. Yeah. Always go for neutral. Ow. I will say, it's really spiky, so it does kind of hurt to put on. But now let's go ahead and get into the articulation. So, head can go up this far. Can go down. Technically, this far, but you can go further, but it would kind of push out the face. This is still like really good range though for just the head. Then it also moves all around on the neck joint, on the neck peg. Sorry. Now this neck, I've been seeing this a lot, but it's like more like on a double jointed hinge, sort of like the anime hero's Mihawk's arms, or what's coming up soon, the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Stars. Because I also saw that another company, they're making Kaioken Goku, and they're using that same piece, so I'm wondering what is causing them to use that. Now, a lot of people will be mad because there's literally like no ab crunch, but back can go this much. There's swivel right here, very squeaky. Wasn't planning on using that much. Oh yeah, up here can also swivel to the side. Okay, so the bottom piece is like a little softer plastic than this piece, but this one's still like not even like really soft plastic. And now, his legs. So if you can't get good ab articulation, then you should at least have good leg articulation. That's good. But then like the bottom of the head, oh, you want to make him look like he's kicking upwards? Boom. Take a bit of altering the camera, like, view. But it still works pretty good. This one is slightly looser than this one though, which does kind of bug me. So it can go this far up, like I already showed. Can go this far back. Can go this far out. And I think these can do it too. So yeah, he can do a full splits. Because I think the crotch piece is like partially like soft plastic. Like just towards the top right here. And not the front. There's swivel right here. His legs can go back this far. They're double jointed. This one takes a bit more effort to do on mine. Because on this one it's just straight buttery smooth. And it kind of annoys me. But it's alright. Then there's toe pivots that go up, down. Swivel. Slightly rock, but not rock that well. And then toe joints. And now back to the arms. So there's like virtually like no butterfly joints, which is fine with me since he doesn't really need them since he doesn't have his crossed arms, which sucks because his arms do come out pretty easily, as if like they were meant to be some. But his arms, crap. Come on, arm. There we go. Can go up this high, this far out, not really far back, and can swivel all around. And then there's swivel right here, double jointed elbows, and then peg right here where I can move the hand all around. And yeah, that is all for the articulation. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into the hands since I already showed all the faces. Alright, so we have quite the assortment of hands. We have the fist hands that the figure comes with on already. We have a pair of blast-like hands. We have a pair of thumbs-up hands or thumbs down. We have some more blast hands. We have martial arts hands, and we have really big open hands. And then, finally, we have these peg hands, which I'm going to display exactly what they do. You see, the hands are like kind of soft, so it makes installment of the hands easier. Whoa, sorry for the flashbang. But we also get this piece, which is like a key ball. I don't know why they chose black for this one. I don't mind it though. And now, I'm going to turn off the light for this one. Because, hold on, I gotta find the igniter. That's what I call it. Oh, there it is. Alright, we're gonna see something very cool. Boom! It lights up! Eee! So tough. And it's through like magnetically turns on. So that's tough. Sorry for flashbang again. And then Couple of other things. So, the hands actually came in this little baggie with, like, the magnetic thing. It comes with 2 ankle pegs and 2 hand pegs. So, if you break your ankles on your Vegeta or break his hand pegs, you instantly have replacements. And these little stem thingies are actually what the hands came on to begin with. Which, I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. Because that means if you really wanted to, you're going to have all your hands on the stems and just have them displayed that way. Instead of having to, like, keep them in, like, a box. Go ahead and put these up. And now that we have done those, let's go ahead and go into the size comparisons. Firstly, here he is next to the SH Figure Art Super Saiyan Vegeta. As you can tell, this Vegeta, the Beast Deities one, clearly scales better than the Figure Arts one. It just seems like his hair might be too big? Maybe. Or I could just be schizo. Next up, here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Superhero Goku. Honestly, still doesn't scale quite well with the Vegeta. But I think if I were to get the Beast Deities Goku, that it would be much better. Next, here he is next to SH Figure Arts Romance Dawn Luffy. And finally, here he is next to Yellow Park Yuji Itadori. Alright, now for my final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? I think for the most part, it is pretty good. Now, there are a few QC issues here and there that I forgot to touch up on during articulation. For some reason on mine, his neck peg pops off very easily, and it makes it very difficult when I'm switching head sculpts, unless if I do it a certain way, which is literally just like pop the head forward. Oh boy. Let me just put him back up. But yeah, just pop the head forward if you have that problem. Another problem is that his legs sort of move differently on mine. Like where his knees are, on his, like, this knee, it moves buttery smooth. Like, extremely smooth. And then on this one, slightly bit choppy, but it still moves. It just takes a tiny bit more effort. And that kind of bugs me here and there, but I still love this figure. Alright, so I just added this in here last second. But another problem that I had is when I was doing the second take of this review, his hand peg actually broke on his right arm. That did really annoy me. And I was thinking that was going to happen because after I recorded the reviews, I checked the hand peg and I realized that it is smaller than any Figure Arts hand peg. And that kind of scared me because I've had this problem already happen with my Super Saiyan 5 Goku. So if I were to recommend something to Kong Studios to fix this, I would definitely say try using either bigger hand pegs or literally just use the hand pegs that the legendary Super Saiyan Goku came with, since those are sturdy. Alright, now back to the rest of the review. What I say to get it. If you can get it at base price, which was I paid $60 for it, without shipping, then with shipping it was like $80. If you can get it at that price, I'd say this is definitely worth it. But if it's like $110, $120, I'd still think this is worth it, to be honest. Because while I might have those minor QC issues, this still does feel like a premium figure. In fact, I am glad that I gave Beast Deities a second chance. Because, you know, the problems I had with the Super Saiyan 5 Goku. With this Vegeta, it just seems much better. I guess I just got unlucky with what I first chose. Yes, I know you want me gone already, but I gotta say a couple more things. What I just said, I still feel about this figure. The quality is quite nice. The paint job is pretty good. Really, the only problems that I really have is the minor QC issues. The fact that the hairpiece doesn't fully connect to the rest of the head when you put the faces on it. And also the fact that its hand pegs are so flipping tiny. And yes, I would still recommend this as more of a collector's item. This is definitely not a figure to use for like stop motions or anything like that. This should really just be a collector's item. From Beast Deities. But yeah, thank you to everyone who stopped by and watched. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. And I'm getting decently close. I'm at 870, which is kind of crazy. Because in the last review, I was only like at 600, 700. And yeah, that's all. But before I say that, I know I'm dragging it, but thank you to 5K Toys for making it possible for me to buy this figure. And also the shipping in it was also pretty awesome. Like, it was heavily protected. And thank you, Beast Deities, for, making this figure. If you can't tell, I'm trying to get a sponsorship, but it probably won't happen. Okay, that's all. Peace.